Easier said than done, but that is what FC Dallas will attempt to do, get their first home victory since May, and to do so they need to take on a team that is right there with them.
2 changes, but there's a lot of adjustment. Michel will go to left back. You've got Eric coming in to play alongside Andrew Jacobson at that holding midfield spot. A lot of changes, just 3, but the adjustments. Johnny Leverone is going to go from center back up into the midfield. That means Nigel Reo-Coker, the designated player. See now Nigel Reo-Coker out on the right-hand side of the defense while Johnny Leverone, who's been a center back for Vancouver, steps into the midfield. This is a lot of risk, and we'll see if it pays off with a lot of reward going forward. But you lose in Nigel Reo-Coker not only tackling ability, but you're losing experience, tactical awareness, and a very, very underrated passer of the ball. He's comfortable playing as a left back, but his tendency is going to get his head up and start going forward, floating. So FC Dallas, keep an eye on this type of possession in particular for Vancouver. Is there space when Michel vacates from that left-hand side of the defense?
Kobayashi, Camilo, out to Miller. Miller to Kobayashi, and they score right off the bat. A fine centering pass, and Daigo Kobayashi finds open space at the mouth of the goal, and Vancouver strikes first. Just the opposite of what Martin Rennie's crew has done recently, which is go behind early. But FC Dallas has had this trouble.
Well, and exactly what I was just talking about with Michel now as the left back. He's going to be a player that wants to get forward. Right there, gets pulled out. Kenny Miller, who starts underneath Camilo, pulls out to that right-hand side, and then it's just a hard dynamic run from Daigo Kobayashi. Starts on that right, hard centering run. He curls his run, stays onside. Very, very uncomfortable trying to come off his line right there. I'm putting that ball at the top of the 6-yard box, and I'm testing that goalkeeper to see what his confidence level is.
Now Castillo in space. Out wide to Watson. Watson! Wow!
The very far reaches of the top part of the net, underneath the crossbar, a thing of beauty from distance. And we have an equalizer in the 9th minute.
Javon Watson finds time and space. Good early ball. He gets isolated against Nigel Reo-Coker, and he just looks for that little slight ounce of daylight. Watson pushes it with the outside of his right foot, strikes from distance, and Ostad, he can't get beat there. Goalkeeper cannot get beat right there. He's got to do better. That is a great goal, but the goalkeeper's got to do better.
Michel, big left foot. O'Brien is there easily. Not enough height on it. Now Andrew Jacobson back in amongst the trees.
Ostad looks very, very hesitant coming off his line. That's the 3rd time we've seen him caught in no man's land.
Now Jacobson to Ferreira.
Wow, a nice attempt there that just goes wide as it happened very quickly. Ferreira sends it in.
Oh, that's just incredible skill right there from Jackson. And we saw him set up Javon Watson a minute ago. But keep an eye on Jackson at the top of the 6-yard box. Watch the way he pulls away. Look at that skill. He's letting that ball come behind his plant foot, which is his left foot, and hitting it with his right foot behind. That's just incredible skill. And unfortunately for Jackson, he's not rewarded.
Both of those in the first 10 minutes. Now wide, Kellen Acosta, the 18-year-old. Acosta keeps it in. Works back to his right foot, looks for a centering opportunity. Just about another deflection. And Vancouver does lead MLS with 4 own goals, including 2 in this season series. And Andy O'Brien being very careful there, and maybe just a little bit of fortune as well.
Do you put the ball in a dangerous spot? Anytime you can create havoc offensively, that's what you try to do. Ball's whipped in, and at that angle, goalkeeper's beaten, and unfortunately, FC Dallas just can't redirect. Very close. Vancouver almost put that ball in the back of their own net.
Now ahead to Jackson. Been much quieter here in the second half. Jackson out of Castillo. Let's see what he can do. Castillo blocked away by O'Brien. Recollected there for a moment by Ferreira. And it is deflected wide.
Well, individually, great defending from Andy O'Brien, staying big, putting those big ham hocks down to the ground and pushing that ball wide. And then David Ferreira, good touch, settles with the chest and very quickly gets off that half-chance opportunity. Johnny Leverone, the defensive midfielder tonight, had stepped back in, covered the right shoulder of Ostad. Ostad again, caught in no man's land.
Out centering pass, looking for Jackson.
Had a great chance at it. And both O'Brien and Jackson did not make just a whole lot of contact with that ball.
You take a minute to go and you see the little hip check and watch the skill. Great skill right there from David Ferreira, body going back. And then keep an eye at the bottom of your screen, and Jackson gets in behind, and it's that big swiping motion is just enough from Andy O'Brien. He's beat, but that recovery, but just putting that boot up.
And there's Benitez again and YP Lee exchanging pleasantries, and Benitez leaves with the ball. Left foot from Jair. Osley to Castillo. Castillo sends it back into the middle. Diaz trying to go! Oh, what a centering pass from Castillo. And Mauro Diaz first time into the top of the net. And it's 2-1 Dallas.
It's a dream goal and a dream buildup for FC Dallas as they were well on their way with the game winner here late in the 87th minute. Starts with Jair Benitez. Knockdown header won by Eric Osley. Good first touch, simple ball in behind. And then no one can stay with the speed of Castillo. Nigel Rio-Coker in recovery mode. And what a finish. What a finish by the delayed run of Mauro Diaz, the substitute. Castillo clipped in ball, perfectly weighted, and then Mauro Diaz, side foot across the body. David Ostad has no chance whatsoever. Power, placement, technical, unbelievable finish by that man, Mauro Diaz.
Right, as Osley. And he has a go at it from great distance. He scores! Right over midfield. He saw Ostad off his line and said, let's have a go at this from 50 yards. He does. And there is your dagger.
A highlight material from Jair Benitez. And the substitute finds himself uncontested over the midfield, pops his head up, and David Ostad. You're not going to want to see this on replay. What a goal. Brilliant technique, incredible left foot from Jair Benitez. Steps inside the midfield and just pings this ball up and over, back of the net.
Talked about it in the final 15 minutes. They now have 14 of their goals. Snatched another one late, and they will take it. 3 points for Dallas. They move now to 40, which at the moment puts them fourth in the West.